not fry time in here, so we can do it. A cup of coffee has cooled. I don't really know my Celsius very well, so 92 degrees Celsius to 50 degrees Celsius after 12 minutes in a room at 22 degrees Celsius. How long will the cup take to cool to 30 degrees Celsius? I'm going to dual page this so I can see my equation. What does the 92 degrees Celsius represent? The initial temperature, that's how hot the coffee was. So 92 is my T sub 0. What does the 50 degrees Celsius represent? Which one's T to the M in this problem? Right, it's in a room at 22 degrees Celsius. So my surroundings are 22 degrees. What does the 50 degrees represent? All right, let's plug in what we know and we'll figure it out in a minute. What does 12 minutes represent? So little t equals 12. Notice they give you all that, and then they say, how long will the cup take to cool? Do you remember when we did, like, inverse variation, direct variation? Like, you have to solve for K first? Jonah. And then you can plug that back in to solve the other problem. So, I'm going to say equals 22 plus 92 minus 22 times e to the negative 12k, because I don't know what k is. That's what I'm trying to find. The constant of proportionality, basically. What's the one thing I didn't fill in besides k? T of t over here, the new temperature. Doesn't 50 represent my new temperature after 12 minutes? So that's what goes there. So just like with any formula, you have to understand where to plug values in. And then we're just going to solve this, which is not hard compared to the ones we've solved already today. Oh my goodness gracious. 70. I'm throw that at Jonah next time he falls asleep. You were! Don't tell me you're not sleeping. If your eyes are not open and you're dozing off, even if you're not fully asleep, that's sleeping in my class. It's not focusing in my class. It's not appropriate in my class. I was going to watch it anyway, but you can. Did you guys watch it when Jacob made funny noises into it? I didn't even watch it. We recorded it here last Friday when you were at the field trip. Because second hour no one did their homework, so I couldn't record going over homework questions. And he made funny noises in the recording. And no one even watched it. Right? I'm just going to divide by 70. I'm going to L on both sides. I'm going to divide by negative 12. Follow me on the algebra of this? Do I need to do a lot of it? And again, you can reduce that or not reduce it. I don't care. Your calculator does the ln of it either way. So I could say the ln of 28 over 70 equals the ln of e to the negative 12k. Ln of e is just 1. So k equals the ln of 28 divided by 70, all divided by negative 12. K is usually a terrible, terrible decimal. We ran out of time in second hour. Oh, I threw my calculator. So make sure you close your parenthesis, right? ln of 28 divided by 70, close my parenthesis, divided by negative 12. In second hour, I said ugly decimal because k is usually a terrible decimal. use a lot of decimals, or use this exact thing for k. Those are my suggestions, because if you round to only 3 decimal places, your answer is going to be a little bit off from my answer. So I'm going to say that k equals 0.076357561. I'm writing it all. At least go to 5 decimals, I say. Because if you just go to 0.076, your answer could be a little off than mine, and then you get mad I take your points away because I say your answer doesn't match mine. That's as close as exact as I can get without actually leaving it as exact. Now, if I know what k is, using this equation, I should be able to just change something to find out how long will it take to cool to 30 degrees Celsius. What needs to change in this? I need to change that 50 to 30, and I know what k is, right? So I know that this is negative 0.076. I'm going to put dot, 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 and I'll actually plug it all in when I type it in my calculator.
So that was just solving constant.
Now we're trying to find how long, which means now we're trying to find t.
Wait, what happened to the 12?
That was just the given to find what k is, right? So now the answer, the question says how long, which means we want to know if it took 12 minutes to get to 50 degrees, how many minutes is it going to take to get to 30 degrees? Which is just a whole bunch more algebra.
Is it how long it takes to get to 30 degrees from 92 or from 50?
Yeah, from 92. Sorry. I was just saying we... No, he doesn't think that.
That's not fair.
Yesterday, he did the problem that I went around and checked for candy. Like, as soon as I said it, he just wrote -3 on his desk with a C.
You got the court. I think I'm telling you I'm smarter. If they did, they're a lot.
I'll put dot, dot, dot. You can do a lot of this straight on your calculator. You don't have to show me every step. Again, I don't know why. I should just do the same. We're going to subtract 22. We're going to divide by 70. We're going to ln both sides. Then we're going to divide by that decimal. So subtract 22. That gives me 8. Divide by 70. I'm going to get ln of 8 over 70 equals ln of e to the negative 0.076 dot, dot, dot t.
That's a negative point.
Yeah, because it's e to the negative k, right? Like the e, k was positive, but the formula has a negative in front of it, right?
Why do you have a negative by your... What's the thing right next to the t?
Dot, dot, dot. Negative 0.076. I have dot, dot, dot t, because I don't want to write all my decimals. Does that make sense? So on my calculator, I'm going to take ln of 8 divided by 70, all divided by negative 0.076357561, and that should give me my time, if I did that correctly. And again, 8 divided by 70, you don't have to simplify 8 divided by 70. You could, but you don't have to. 7, 6, 3, 5, 7, 0, 6, 1. I got 28.406. Or about 28 point, oh my goodness, 28.4 minutes. Or you could be super cool and change 0.4 minutes to seconds. There's a whole lot of stuff you can do with solving exponential functions now. There's a bunch of questions in the book about earthquakes and Richter scale, and we're going to do more stuff with half-life stuff, finance stuff next week. Actually, she had a question. She had a question, and then she said no. The plan is we're going to have our quiz on Friday. We're going to kind of maybe do some extra stuff with this since we have an extra day tomorrow that they don't in second hour. And then Thursday, pretty quickly by looking at applications with finance. I think that's it, right? We only have one more section, which is kind of a cool section to talk about loans and interest rates and car loans and mortgages and all these crazy things that we can solve for. That's it, which means we will definitely have a test next week. So this quiz will be kind of a nice little pre-test. And you don't even get to retake a quiz. That's the best part, right?
Well, now you might have the options.
So, 25 through 37 on, 38, 50, 62, 64.
That's so much better. Man, this one is awful. But we're being the quiz.
I just want you to know that I don't get to see second hour tomorrow, but I could change things up and give you homework quiz
I know,
tomorrow.
that's what I was thinking, like, I was like, man, we're kind of
Because I never get to give you homework quiz. So,
It's your bag. Doesn't really matter.
it does matter, because 6 hour always knows when there's a homework quiz.
So,
We're gonna know if there's one
I
o'clock
just
now
means
or
we get to
not.
stress out.
I could just be faking you out.
You don't Yeah.
No, because Jonah was sleeping. He ruined it for
I
everyone.
didn't sleep, I was resting.
Liar. I'm going to send this video to your mother.